Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to another King of Fighters All-Star video, and today is another Ramadan day. I'm also fasting, and it is kind of evening, about 4:30 p.m. when I'm recording this video. I'm literally very much tired and hungry, but still I wanted to make a quick video because I kind of worked all day. Almost all day I kind of worked in the plugin, and there is a lot of things that you need to do to manage the plugin because you have to continuously farm plugin. First of all, that's one thing. Secondly, you have to continuously delete the plugins, and whenever you are deleting the plugin, you have to make sure that you are not deleting any good plugin. So that's the thing that I would like to talk about today. So let me take you to the plugin plant and talk about that, how to manage this thing, because what I learned so far that farming plugin is a challenge, of course. I mean, you have to have highly leveled up characters, you have to have a lot of momentum, you have to have things like plugin power level and stuff. We talked about all the stuffs in my previous videos, but plugin management is also another task, guys. So let me show you what I was doing previously and what I am doing now. So previously what I did, I went usually to the stages, I went to my characters, and I went to the plugin tab and I kind of manage the plugins from this tab. There are different tabs, as you can see. There are also the filters, but to be honest, what I found that this is not a good place to actually manage the plugins, because for example, if you are selecting the salvage all, then for example, let's just say I want to salvage this plugin. All right, I want to salvage this plugin, but guess what? If I tap on it, it is not going to show me any sort of details. But the good idea would be to check the plugin before you delete it, because once it is deleted or once it is salvaged, it is gone forever. It is gone forever, and you never know when you are going to get a good stat plugin, because to be honest, the RNG in this plugin plant is very high. You will get good plugins, of course, but you have to try a lot. So you have to be extra careful about this plugin management. So what I am doing now, I'm not really managing plugins from here, rather I am going from here. There is the home page of the plugin plant. You go to plugins. Let me remove my head and you will see I will go from this plugin button. I'll just tap on here, and from here I get into the plugins, and this is the place where you would like to be, and from here you would like to manage your plugins. For example, let's tap on salvage all, and if I select any plugin, see, the plugins that I selected is already displayed here, the effects are here. So when I'm going to do bulk deletion, or when I'm going to simply delete them one by one, it doesn't matter. Each and every time when I select a plugin, the information about the plugin and the stats will be displayed here. So if I see some stats are really good, I might actually decide to deselect the plugin and proceed with selecting other plugins. So this is one of the tip that that you would like to master, because the more you farm the plugins, you have a very limited space, only 1010. Of course, you have some extra space here too that says not acquired. That's a kind of a buffer, and when your dedicated space, that is usually it will stay, I think, 1000 or something. I kind of increased a little bit using the rubies, but honestly it takes a lot of rubies. It takes a lot. So it's not really a good idea to increase this space, rather try to make the best use of this space. Now in this not acquired section, whenever this space is full, whenever this dedicated space is full, but still you have farmed a bunch of plugins, they will be stored in this not acquired section, and usually they will have a 5-hour duration. Until 5 hours, for 5 hours they will remain here. After 5 hours the game will automatically delete those plugins. So your job would be, whenever this slot is fulfilled, check this not acquired section, because plugins will be here, and here you have to check them properly before deleting them, because as I said, guys, good plugins are kind of really rare, and you have to farm for a long time. Now let me talk about the filters and how I am using these filters to effectively manage this plugin. you'll see that there are different type of filters and a lot of options you can select and deselect. Of course you can select these different colors, these bronze, silver, gold and purple, and of course there are character specific plugins too. But what I found that these side the bar that says detail sorting like Acquire and plugin power, these are the most important part that I would like to use. For example, if I select this plugin power, then the plugin is going to be sorted according to its power level. Always the top plugins, the top rows or the top plugins, all of them are going to be the highest, and the power level are going to be going lower if you go down. So you understand that it is descending, the power level is descending. Now you can do another thing, that is Acquire. That is also a very nice option, and what this is going to do, it is going to show you the latest plugin on top. That means if you select Acquire, you see that all these plugins that I have recently formed, like 1 hour ago or couple of hours ago, or I haven't really checked. Until you check these plugins, this new text will be here. Now you have to come here and check these plugins one by one, and you can delete them or you can keep them according to your need, right? For example, I check this plugin, I think that tier 2 active 3 tier 2 core active 3 skill 3+2 enhancement, probably this is going to be a good plugin for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to tap a like button to this plugin. So what it will happen, it will save your plugin from accidentally deleting the plugin. In many times you'll be doing bulk deleting, just clicking. In those cases or in many other cases, there might be some sort of accident that will kind of delete your favorite useful plugin. This like will save you big time, guys. Now there is another option that says this thing, that is an icon called recycling. This is the symbol that you would like to put on your plugin if you are willing to delete that plugin. If for example, let's just say this plugin is giving me only overpower, I don't need only overpower from plugin, there are more important stuff that I would like to have, then you can mark this plugin with this symbol. And I'm not really sure if the game is going to automatically delete these plugins if I mark them. Let me know in the comments that if you know, because I think this is just a mark, and the deleting thing you have to do it manually. But it would have been amazing if the game would delete this plugin automatically for me. But probably that's not going to happen, because there is another big problem regarding plugin deletion, guys, that I'm going to talk about right now. Let me remove this thing and let me salvage this plugin. And by the way, there are two ways to actually get rid of plugin. You can sell the plugin. And get some gold. Okay, that's possible. But the ideal thing, whenever you have just started your plugin farming, the ideal thing or the most important thing should be salvaging the plugin, guys. Let me find a crappy plugin and show you by salvaging it. Okay, for example, this one is I do have, this is not a bad plugin, but I do have better plugins already. Now let me show you that if you salvage it, in this case you cannot get any gold, rather you have to spend a certain amount of gold. For example, for this plugin I have to spend 5,200 gold, and that's why gold farming is very, very important. And if you don't farm enough gold, you cannot manage your plugin properly. Alright, so that's one of the reasons that for salvaging the plugin you will need gold, of course. But another important mechanism is there, that is, and I talked about already in my previous videos, that there is a very important option called change effect. If you need this thing, if you are doing this thing, you will need immense amount of gold, guys, a very immense amount of gold. So that's why my advice about this change up option is, don't try to do change up option until you have got a very, very solid set of plugin. What do I mean by that? Let me go to the character and show you that what do I mean. If I go to the character and for example this plugin, look at this plugin, 6000 attack, 11,000 momentum from one single plugin, 1186 penetration and also 10.8% critical damage resist rate. I think this is a very ideal plugin, and for example this 10,000 momentum, only for this reason this plugin should stay with me like forever. So I have found one of the final plugins that I would like to use no matter what, because this high momentum, you will not find this much of high momentum in many plugins. You will not find that. So this is a rare plugin and you would like to keep this in your account, definitely you should put it a like sign. And in this case, whenever you have already determined one of the plugins as your top favorite plugins or most useful plugin, one of the most useful plugins, only then you should do this change up option. For example, for this plugin I do have quite a good amount of option, and if I would like to change option thing, tap on it and I would like to select this one, 10.8% critical damage resist rate, because this is not going to increase the damage output of the character. This is not a damage mechanism, rather this is kind of a defense mechanism that is going to save your character from the high critical damage of the enemy. So I am going to change it later, of course, not now because I am still farming now. I would like to talk about several stages in this plugin plant. There will be several stages. For example, when you will start from this tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3, these are the normal stats. In these stages your goal should be to go to the higher stage. Do whatever it is required to do to go to the higher stage, and your goal should be to land in tier 5 or tier 6. You should not farm too much in tier 3 or tier 4, just farm enough plugins that will take you to the next stage, and that's all. Stop farming, and you have to park yourself at tier 6 if possible. That's the best place. Otherwise, if your character are not really too much strong, park the character for at tier 5 for a couple of weeks. Keep on farming and keep on farming. And when you will farm a lot of plugins, definitely your plugin plugin quality is going to be better. And what do I mean by a good quality plugin? Let me show you some of my best plugins that you will understand that. For example, this one, this is a very good plugin. Why? Because in my previous videos I already talked about that different game modes will require different amount of plugins or different type of plugins. For example, this 45% damage deal with strike skill, this is going to help the increasing the damage number of your characters, right? But this 7522 momentum, this thing is going to help in certain game modes. First of all, in the plugin plant farming you will need huge amount of momentum. In, let's just say, in age challenge you will need high amount of momentum. In guild boss challenge you will need high amount of momentum. But if you are thinking about increasing the damage numbers in the normal guild, in Rugal guild or in Geese guild, then this momentum is not going to help you at all. Only this 45% damage dealing is going to help you. So technically you should combine this sort of effects that is going to make your plugin kind of universal. For example, if I use this plugin, I can basically do high damage in all the game modes. Age challenge, guild boss challenge or plugin plant farming, all of them are going to be supported by this, and both of these effect, of course. And if I want to do high damage in the Rugal guild, then this is also supporting me. So in this way, guys, you have to think about those effects that is going to help your character to do all the damages, because to be honest, this plugin plant lacks a very important feature, that is plugin preset system. And what do I mean by that? If we go to our characters battle cards, there are different type of battle cards we can use, but do we have to select this card each and every time one by one? Because we do have a lot of cards and I don't remember where are my favorite cards. So there is a nice preset system, and here we can set up organize our card setups or option card setups and certain combinations. We can make certain combination and save them. So in a matter of urgency, we can simply just go to the preset and simply equip these plugins. And let me just quickly show you that let me show you that how to save it. Let's just say I need to save it. We go to preset and you tap on the save button, and then you select any slot. Let's just say this slot. Let me select this slot. So it will override the previous slot, it will override the previous cards, and it will replace with this card. And now if I would like to equip this setup, I go to preset and simply tap on equip. See, all the set cards and option cards have been equipped to my character. And to be honest, we need a similar option in the plugin plant, because as I have said before that different plugins will work best in different game modes, and different combination will work best for different game modes. So I don't really know when they are going to add this option, but it is one of the best thing to be done to the plugin players. And I think if they do it, the plugin will be more popular among the normal players, and it will be easier to manage this plugin. So these are the basic things that I wanted to talk about today. I'll be talking about more features and more easy ways to use the plugin plant or to manage the plugin plant whenever I'm going to discover more options, guys. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.